Welcome back all to Mudstomp Solves. Today we're having a look at a 12 signs of the Zodiac puzzle. This puzzle is done by an artist, I believe, Johfra Bosschart, I think it was. And he has been producing this, I suppose you would say, through the Jumbo Puzzle Company. So anyway, this is a 1,000-piece puzzle. And as you can see by the cover, it looks very intricate, very detailed. I'm really excited to get into it. As you'll see in a moment, the back of the cardboard box had a grayed out version of the puzzle naming what each part was in that, which I found really nice because I actually don't know a lot about the 12 signs of the Zodiac. I'll do a bit of research and post it in some of the videos, as you'll see coming up when I'm building different sections and whatnot. But on the whole of it, yeah, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. It looks really intricate, detailed, lovely picture, and I want to get into it. What you see in the background here is me sorting it out to begin with. Basically, I aimed at putting the edge pieces to the side, the blue background pieces in another pile, the pieces, anything with a white line for the edges of each little individual picture was in one box. It was a big pile in the end, but it was worth doing just to try and help me with my process. And then I was trying to sort the 12 different signs. Essentially, there were about 3 signs that were sort of very desolate, red, yellow looking things, desert type things, if you will. There was the Leo sign stood out very heavily with the yellows. So these are in different piles. And then the last signs, I believe there's one more pile I did, which was a bit more greenery. And then the other signs were split to 2 piles effectively. One was what seemed to be water images for the most part, and the other one was what seemed to be air cloud type images. This kind of worked, as you'll see, in the way that I produce each section gradually. And for the most part, it meant that I was able to build all 12 pieces individually, then add the white lines, and then work on the rest of it. So yeah, I'm going to chuck some music on for this, and you can have a look at where we go and where we end up, and hopefully you enjoy the video. So, we've made some decent progress. I've come into a different room because I have a bit of noise in the background in the other room, but I've done the centers, or the majority of the centers, for the 12 signs. There's a few pieces missing on some of them, like these. I'll show you in a second. I've got a tray of pieces. This is probably the least done one, less than half. Mainly because the outer edges on most of them are connected to the white lines, so that's going to be the next step. I'll explain in a second, but yeah, for the most part, these are looking pretty good. I'm actually very, very happy with them. They're pretty easy to tell. I kind of did them in groups of 4, so it was sort of like I picked one, let's say, that I could recognize well, and then gradually had pieces from others that I built. So I think it was this one
and this one I did early on or something. I can't remember now, but anyway, this one was one of the groupings. I started with that, and then I sort of worked on bits of this one and bits of that one and stuff. So yeah, the last ones were these two along with that, that kind of thing. So groups of 3 or 4, but yeah, for the most part it went fun. These are the pieces I've got left, so I'm going to patchwork all of those very quickly. And then I've got the line pieces. So this is the biggest pile, but with the centers sort of finished, they should be pretty easy to find the edges that go around and just quickly get them done as individual pieces. And that's what I'm going to aim for, just to do each one individually. And then I've got the edge pieces for the puzzle, and these are fillers between the piece, the cards and the edge, basically. So I'm going to basically do this one, do the lines, try to do the fillers, and then do the edge pieces last. So this will be the first puzzle that I've done absolutely the entire edge completely last, but that's okay. It's the kind of thing where it just seems to have, yeah, it's just been the easiest way to do it, I think. So I'm having so much fun with all these different pictures. Like, it's just, they each have a lot of technical detail. I don't know how much you can see in that, but it's the sort of thing, once you know it's of a part of that, it's pretty easy to place them. So yeah, once as always, this has like been a very nice puzzle to do. It's my favorite kind, where there's just lots and lots of detail to sort of match to each and every little piece, position and whatnot. So it's going to obviously get a little bit harder once I get to the blues at the very end. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to just film it as this whole board and just get them all finished in separate bits, and then rotate them all and rotate the board and get those, yeah, the blues and the edges done, which will hopefully be not too long to do. I'm hoping that a lot of these sort of details, like the stars on the edges and stuff, and comments, will get most of them in before I finish with just those last few pieces that are a bit more difficult to place. So yeah, I've done all of this in one day so far, or within one day. It's probably been about, I don't know, 40 minutes to sort them, and then I've probably spent about close to 2 hours now, I think, on building it, just taking my time. So yeah, let's get back into it. Alrighty then, well, we've made a little bit of progress. I did start off trying to do all of these as one big thing, and then I realised that I just didn't have the patience to find all the pieces individually, so I ended up sorting the pieces and doing them all one by one. It's the kind of thing where, yeah, these pictures are incredible. There's so many minor details in them. It just, yeah, they pop. They're terrific. They're very individual. So once you get an idea of the color palette, it's very obvious what goes where. all the rest of it. I'm enjoying this so much. And just the minor details that appear in each of the pictures, like the little people on the side here. Even in, which one was it? This one. All these little sprites or whatever they are, once I figured out that went in this photo, I just saw them in a whole heap of pieces, in this picture, I should say. But yeah, it's just incredible. I didn't do all the borders, but you can see that some of them I already can see where they connect. So my next step is to connect them together and have them all connected properly, so then I know, where they sit. Like one like this, there'll probably be a piece in between there that I haven't figured out yet. But ones like that, they match up immediately. So that's going to be cool to see in a second. So yeah, I've got, I don't know, maybe 50 to 70 pieces left of these bits. Shouldn't take too long to do them once they're all connected, I think. And then I've got the filler bits and the edge bits. So yeah, we're getting there, but it's fun. So wish me luck, and here we go. Well, that's that done then. I was actually pretty surprised at how quickly this puzzle finished up. I suppose at the start, I really thought like once I get each card done, the in-betweens will be pretty easy. And they were to a degree, but there was an element that it wasn't as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. There was some hints where different parts went, and then there was other bits that were just I couldn't tell straight up. It took me a while, but yeah, the sort of slight star patterns and so forth that are throughout the puzzle were quite impressive in that regard, giving some guidance to having which pieces where. At one point I thought I was going to be short pieces, to be honest, but yeah, it's a full complete puzzle, and as I'm showing you on the side, I've glued it all up together. It's ready to hang. The hooks are on the back and everything. So this is all one piece. As you can see from the pickup, it picked up quite well, actually. It's not a super hard connection, but it's probably, I would almost argue, stronger than a Ravensburger that I've run into so far. So for being a completely different brand, I'm not even sure if I've got a brand on it yet. I don't think I've managed to figure out. It's got this jumbo symbol, the elephant. I think that's the branding, but I'm yet to figure that out. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed all the facts and details I got for each card. that's at the point of recording this, I haven't looked it all up yet, but I'm going to. What I'm really hoping that I find is, and you'll know already because you've seen the details, but is to know each, some of the key details in each picture, what they stand for and things like that, and how they're related to the 12 star signs. But yeah, in review of the puzzle, like, this has been an incredible puzzle to do. The color difference was really lovely. As you would have seen with me building it, the 3 water pieces sort of got built together, the sky pieces together. Initially the sort of red ones, and then the others, the yellow and the in between. It was really, after a while, it got really easy to tell which pieces should go with which puzzle. But aside from that, the amount of detail in each of these is just incredible, as I hope you've seen in each picture of it being completed, each section. I wasn't anticipating that level of detail, and honestly, that, to me, it was reminiscent of the mini 1,000-piece that I've done, the world's smallest 1,000-piece puzzle. Very different art styles, but yeah, I really love the amount of detail in this. And I think the biggest, most demonstrable one of this is the yellow, the Leo one, I think it is from memory. Yeah, Leo. The tiger in the yellow is so visible in the pieces. It was just really easy to tell which piece went where, and so on. So yeah, this is the kind of puzzle, this to me is almost like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want in a puzzle, and I just love being able to, sort the pieces by some colors and textures, and then end up being able to look at them individually and know where they go for the most part. You don't have to test too many places. I will say that's what's concerning me about some of my upcoming puzzles, that they're not going to be as detailed as that. I'm kind of hoping they will be. The Thomas Kincaid ones that I've done so far have just been incredible, and I'm really hoping the 15,000 piece Thomas Kincaid will be like that again. This is definitely up in that realm with Thomas Kincaid for a regular piece cut too, I might add. There is a couple of irregular bits, like the missing tabs on some of them, where it's just flat connections and whatnot, it's a nice change to a puzzle, to be honest. I don't know how many, every 20 to 50 pieces, I guess, is like that. But yeah, for a regular cut puzzle, it had quite a few pieces that weren't that style. But again, because of the picture, the regular cut just really doesn't hamper you at all. I obviously enjoy a very irregular cut puzzle because it's just so nice to have that definition. But yeah, this was just beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to have a look at, I think I've got a couple more of these jumbo ones in my bought collection that I haven't done yet. I'll have to have a look, and I might get into those as well soon. Soon. I don't know what I'm doing next. I've got so much coming up prepared to go. It's sort of a debate every time what I do. I think my next video is probably going to be a Lego build. My wife bought me some Lego flowers that I want to do. The 1,500 and 2,000 piece Thomas Kincaid Disney ones that I've got, I think are going to follow that. And I'm probably going to try and fit in at least one of my 3,000 piece ones that I've got. I think I've got 3 new Ravensburger 3,000 piece and a couple other 3,000 piece lying around. I think I'm going to do one of the Ravensburgers, at least that much. And then I probably want to do part A of the 15,000 piece just to get that started. For those watching all my shorts, I've got one more mini blocks, construction blocks dinosaur to build, and so I'm going to probably then do a video on all of those. I don't know, there's more to come. The Dinotopia puzzle is probably another one like this one that I really want to get done and out of the way. Not out of the way, but I'm really eager to do it, enjoy it. So yeah, I love this so much, and this is going to be hung up in my wife's room, in her office, along with the silver one that I did about 3 videos back, I think it is, if you want to check that one out. This one was definitely a lot more enjoyable, and I think she's going to love this one even more. But yeah. So anyway, if you're still with me, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciating all the viewers and the people who are liking and commenting. I think I'm up to 135 subscribers as I film this, which, given it was only a few weeks back that I did the well, by the time this video comes out, it might be a couple of months back actually, but that I did the 100 subscriber. At the time of filming this, I only released a 100 subscriber video about a month ago, I think. So it's been quite interesting to get up to 135 already. Really appreciate all of you. And yeah, let's keep going, see what else we got to go. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.